Earlier today, I embarked on a Sector 9 Zone 25 run, and here are some of my highlights. I ended up spending 8 revives, 4 of which were on a spiked armor, can't stop, won't stop eye bomb that I nuked with Herc. Um, and I actually went all the way to Zone 26 just because I kind of wanted to see what that was about. And so, yeah, was really, really happy with how my run went. I feel like I played very well with a couple exceptions, and I also got really lucky with, you know, what was placed. And so I feel like there was one roadblock, which was the one that I mentioned earlier, and a couple pretty hard fights, but there wasn't anything that I knew I had to like really just slowly chip down, with the exception of that lovely little eye bomb. So yeah, here's Zone 21 Mojo, just a path, but it is a 333,000 Mojo, and I do have Toxic Advance. These prompts, as you can see, it's not possible to get better prompts than I got, and I just absolutely just nuked him down with Kitty Pride, Toxic Advance, and yeah, that's a minute flat, and I kill a giant Mojo. And here I actually swapped Tigra in for this. I was using the 5-star Tigra in case I needed to swap in Thing or Quake or any of those things. But I swapped in my 6-star for this fight because it's a giant health pool, and I'd really rather not get chunked. So here we go. I figure that a couple Pierce buffs will kill me, so I'd rather not block. Maybe can risk a block if he's neutralized, but not really sure yet. Just drop a like because I know that's going to be enough. And yeah, so I take that non-pierce 40k out, not 40k, 4k hit into block and decide that that's enough blocking for me. So then here we go. Get another heavy counter off the special one. And I can't really bait heavies. It's just not worth my health. And so I kind of just combo a little bit. So I definitely do some heavy counters, like off the special one, but it's mostly just heavy counter special two. Heavy counter off the special one and then special two. I don't really actually do baiting heavies. It's not worth my health. And so it's kind of a chunky looking tiger fight. It's not great. But yeah, it is what it is. Here, hopefully can get the special 2 out of him. So I dropped the special 1 because he's not throwing it. A little bit annoying. And yeah, drop a little light because I'm a little far back. And pretty much good to go. So that is not necessarily how a normal Tiger vs. Hulkling fight goes, but when a parry's 1.2k without Pierce, you gotta improvise. Here's Zone 24 Boss. It's a 422k Wong with pull powerful from afar and fight or flight. So I mean, this is a kitty fight, and it's also not the fastest kitty fight. I'm also not that good with Kitty versus Wong. I almost died in season to this, if I'm being completely transparent. And yeah, definitely not my favorite matchup, but it is the best one that I have. And if I had to pick one option for this that wasn't Thing, it would be her. So yeah, there we go. We do the phase block. For the most part, I feel like I feel like I do a fairly good job of phase blocking, although I do miss sometimes, but it's a very good skill because it allows a lot more power and also obviously allows you to maintain your prowess. So here he's not throwing it, so I do this lovely little cheeky thingy, and he actually goes for it and throws the special 3. So that is a blessing in disguise. Not even in disguise, it's just a blessing. He drops this on me. One thing is it's Toxicant, which normally doesn't matter. Oh boy, took a hit there because I was trying to maximize phase and fucked up. It's Toxicant, usually that doesn't matter. But I'm going to be tanking a couple special 3s in this fight. And, spoiler alert, I'm getting some big-ass poisons on me. So, it should be interesting, to say the least. And here we go. Need to make sure I can phase block this as well. And he's getting a ton of power and just refusing to throw his special. But he finally does. It's going to be early. And yeah, there we go. So, perfect. Now I need to bait this out. I go in early because I was trying to keep my phase up for as long as possible, and then I realized that I was too close, so I just hit the dex. I'm not that practiced at the dex, but I did hit it, so I'm pretty happy with that. And this Wong's power gain's pretty much out of control. Yeah. I mean, there's nothing more to say. He gets another one, and he throws it. So his power gain, he's being very, very stingy with his special 2, but he's being very, very liberal with his special 3, which isn't even that bad for Kitty. So getting a little bit lucky, but yeah. So here we go. We dropped this special of ours. Do I get... I think... I don't know if I got poisoned by the special 3. Let me take a little closer of a look at this. Yeah, I did. So you're going to see this special 3 hits kind of hard as hell. Yeah, so that's a big-ass poison. That's a big-ass poison. And so I have to push him. And so I do the tap and I let go. And he happens to throw it again. A very, very nice AI this fight. I mean, granted, he could have done the special 2s more readily, but all things, I guess, considered, he's a pretty nice one. Here I draw my special 3. And now I'm kind of conscious of him hitting me because I realize that special 3 triggers Toxic Hand. And that's going to be bad. And so kind of being mindful of that and preferably maybe not tanking as many. So here we go. We have to heavy him. And I think I missed the phase here. Yeah. 1 hit into phase for 7.5k. Which is actually over my Odin limit, but Odin was shrugged with Buffet. Was it Buffet? I think it was. It was either Buffet or Power Snack. It was something. But it got shrugged, and it's gone. So, whatever it was, I don't know if it's a Wong ability. I'm kind of a noob here, but, yeah. It's gone, is the point. It does come back after this fight, but, yeah. Here we go. So I just send a special 2. 120k. Like, that's a massive special 2. He misses, and then I have to knock him down. And, I don't in time. And I die. But definitely chunked him down a fair bit. Wasn't sure how much I'd be able to chunk him down. Was hoping for a 2-shot, and all things going reasonably to plan, and I should have that. Could have got the solo, so it would have been kind of cool if I got the solo, but it is what it is. This giant, like, LOL Wong is kind of going hard, so I figure I can just finish this off with Hercules. Just back off. I can outrange that. And back off for fight or flight. And a special 2 should probably finish. I'd really rather not have to bait his special 2. So I drop a special 2 of my own and he dies. So that's zone 24. And here's where it gets scary. Because I have one more zone, and if I get roadblocked, I'm going to have to spend a hell of a lot of revives to get through it. And I'd really rather not. Because that sucks. And so here's the moment of truth. Get Buff Cornucopia, which is the second best one. I was hoping for Toxic Advance, but Buff Cornucopia is very, very good. Cannot at all be mad at that. And yeah, this is where the Awakening Gem is. That's the one that's important. So I look at it. It's Doom, which is good. Infamous Doom. And Infamous Doom is a lot easier for me to take than regular Doom. And that looks pretty simple. Caltrops, my kitty's a horseman. Should be pretty standard. If I had 2 points in Coagulate, I would definitely Herc it. But I don't, and I don't even have those unlocked. And I don't feel like unlocking them. And so, yeah, I mean, I guess I'll just never have that, but that's fine. I don't really care. I don't necessarily miss it. So here we have, this is a 1.9 million health pool, and I'm just going to use Hercules. And you'll see that Hercules hits pretty damn hard. I presume that most people know that already, but if you didn't, here's a little tutorial for... Tutorial is probably not the right word. Showcase. But yeah, so here we go. Got a whole bunch of lovely little debuffs. Thought I dexed early there, but ended up getting it. Or having dexing so early that I could dex again, rather. So we dropped a special 1. I do have Perpetual, and it shows the light attack on the screen that got intercepted. I did a medium. I don't even know why. I was starting to have a few inputs near the end of this run. It was like a multiple hour run, so it's very possible that it was just like my iPad being mad at me. But look at this special. Like, that is just so much damage. I'll put the total number up on the screen there, but that's just a giant special 2. And the special 2 should kill, like in theory, right? So here we go. I drop a special 2. And yeah, he's very dead. Hercules is a solid champion. So yeah, 2 more fights. I believe, yeah, this is the mutant one, and I think I revived Kitty for this. Did not need to revive her, definitely. But yeah, I probably could have done this with Hercules. It would have been really iffy. And like at this point, I have so many revives that I don't care because this, as I said, this only took me 8 revives total. So I knew that it wouldn't be a problem, and I knew that it would be better, just to revive up and not take a chance. So here we go. I fast forwarded this 2 times speed because it's kind of monotonous. You can see I'm steadily chugging up in health from phasing the poisons, and also I'm Horseman, so I don't take damage from bleed. So getting constant 200 tick healing, which is always very cool. And yeah, so when do I drop I drop a special 3, then I'm going to drop a couple special 2s, and that should end the fight. I mean, you can see for yourself. Here we go. Yeah, this is, I mean, Kitty, especially with Tigra, like, it's pretty mindless. Like, unless you make a huge mistake or there's an input or something, like, it's usually fine. And this special 2 absolutely nukes as well. She's hitting pretty damn hard. And I just have to watch Lazarus. Special 2 probably won't kill here because I didn't have enough prowess, and he had too much health. So instead, I just ramp back up to an L3, and I believe I use an L3 to finish off the fight. But yeah, just fast forwarding this because nobody needs to see this giant fight of just me doing medium, light, medium. So yeah, I dropped the Striker for the extra special attack damage, phase the L2 for 2 reasons. Firstly, for damage, but secondly and most importantly because I just don't feel like dexing that. I don't know how many times I can hit that dex, and rather not risk it. So drop that special 3, and that kills. So the only thing standing between me and an Awakening Gem is this, was that 4? Is that 450,000? Big ass Doom. I wonder how much health he has. I want to say it's got to be over 2 million. Yeah, 453,000, and his health pool is 1.6 million. He must have a small health pool. Yeah, so his health pool is 1.6 million, and it does have compelled duel. If I outrange the special attack, I will still not be rooted, but I'd rather just bait special 1 because the special 2 is hard to dodge if I do happen to get rooted, and the special 1 isn't. So why would I not bait the special 1? So yeah, here we go. Just doing my normal combos, and then once that power sting falls off me, I'm going to drop a special 1, and we should be good to go. So I want a little more power because I generally, in fights where I don't know how often I can get power, because I think he has power focus 1, I do sometimes not throw my special 1 immediately just to try to find a little bit of a better opening so I can maybe have a chance at getting back to my special 2. Didn't get as much power as I normally would have, actually. I'm kind of surprised by that. And yeah, you can see my mediums are doing like 40k damage, and my lights are doing, it's like 29k damage, so I don't know if that's right. But yeah, it's a lot of damage. Yeah, that seems about right. 40k and 29k. So yeah, hitting pretty hard, and it's almost special 2 time if I can only drop it right now. And yeah, by Doom, he's gone. And that is an Awakening Gem. So, super, super sick. I did mention, I do actually go through Zone 26, because I figured I'd check it out. I didn't know I was going to go to Zone 26, or I actually would have taken, like, I don't need heals. I took heals just for fun, because I wanted to, like, have full health champs. Why not? I would have taken hacks, but once I got there, I was like, I'll try Zone 26, right? So I probably should have taken those 2 hacks and got some cool stuff, like Toxic Advance, but I don't think I had strategic movement either, so yeah, those would have been really, really helpful. But instead I decided, this is a pretty easy looking boss, this is a pretty easy looking mini boss, I can just do it. So, giving this a go, just because why not? And I'm not going to revive or anything, I just want to see if I can get through it. So, here we go. Hercules versus Rogue. Pretty standard defender. You will notice that they made a giant PI increase, I feel. After each multiple of 5, I feel like there's a much bigger PI increase, and I'm not saying that like I wonder if there is. I'm 99% sure there is, because after each double hack room, it's always a lot more potent from then on. So not necessarily surprised, but it's these are big health pools, man. It's like if they took like the really toxic Act 6 nodes and then gave them way more attack and gave them way more health. Like if you took Labyrinth scaling Act 6 fights, like it's just it's not stuff that is generally meant to be taken. And there's some crazy ass combinations in here. But yeah, Special 2 should do fairly solid amount of work if I can get to it. Here we go, drop the Special 2. As you can see, my perpetual offense and my prowess and all that stuff is not there. So still hits hard, but not like devastatingly so. And yeah, not really sure what happened there. Not really sure. Nor can I tell you what happens there. I'd like to say it was just because I was just feeling chill because I just completed a room. I honestly don't know. I can take 450k items with no problem whatsoever, but the 470k rogue just fucks me up, so not sure. But yeah, got her down. A little bit worse for wear, but she's down, and now I can take out this lovely red guardian. I can use either champion for this, I think, but I do end up going with Kitty just because I kind of want to hurt the boss. Do I hurt the boss or Kitty the boss? I'm not sure. But I do remember going with Kitty here because she's stun immune, so when I tap into his block, even with his shield up, it just doesn't matter. She's generally immune to all of his stuff, so that's nice. I have sped this up as well, and then slowed it down for the special 2s that I throw. So, do I throw special 1s here or special 3s? I'm not sure. Special 3. Okay, so I do throw a special 3 to ramp up my temperature. And then I can drop some fun little special 2s off. Kitty Pride fully synergized. Not fully synergized. Mostly synergized with hacks, with suicides, is a monster. Kitty Pride is not generally like considered a damage champion. Frankly, she isn't generally a damage champion. But if in the right scenarios and like these long fights, she has her temperature and she has suicides on, especially like her special 2s hit freaking hard. I mean, like, look at this, right? I have that. Like, that's 94k plus 33k, and that's times 2 just on the last 2 hits. Like, it's a potent special attack. So, definitely really fun to use. It's just cool, honestly. Like, and I think I just get right back up to another special. Why am I doing combo enders? That's so weird. I think I was trying to push him to L2, but I'm not really sure, to be honest. Because this is combat deja vu weakness, which is kind of annoying. So I had to back off a little bit for some of those. And I don't even think I back off for these. I think I just gave up. But yeah, this is a really fun run. Let's see if I can drop this next special too. I think I just dropped it here. Yeah. And even with slightly diminished temperature and weakness, I still hit pretty hard on that special too. Yeah, Kitty Pride is just very potent. I think a special 2 should finish, so let's see if I go for that. Yeah, should. I just, at this point, don't want to lose my prowess because I just want to get to a special 2 and end it. I don't throw it there, really. Okay. I don't know if am I ramping up prowess or backing off for weakness? Probably a little bit of both. Oh, that was fun. But yeah. A little bit longer of a fight than I thought it would be. But yeah. That is still a lot of damage right there. Ooh, 95k. Very strong. It's Assassins, must be. But yeah. So then we have this lovely 480,000 Mr. Negative. That's it's a big Mr. Negative, but he doesn't have anything hard on him. The concussive thing is what's kind of worrying me. That's why I use Kitty, because I don't want to have my immortality failed. So I end up using Kitty because, you know, she's unblockable, so my immortality can't fail. Well, I guess I don't have immortality, but she's unblockable, so I won't ever get concussed. So I believe I just play until I get to 10, and then, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Why am I using Herc here? Okay, I guess I just risked it. Fair enough. I do know that I die in this fight, so I do end up using both. There we go. Get the dex, and then I fall out of inverted and hit the normal dex. I was actually really happy with that. That made me happy. Something funny happens here, and I get knocked into immortality, though. I got parried there, and so his parry is what gave him the light energy, and I didn't notice, and I got popped with an L2. Luckily, my 80% chance to trigger immortality did hit, which is always nice, and I also didn't know there was power alternator. Really wasn't reading the nodes. I just looked for something hard, and I was like, oh, it's not hard? Okay, fine. And I just kind of went in, which is probably not necessarily a strategy I would suggest others employ, but definitely is one that I have been employing. Yeah, so I dropped a special too. Then I just got to bait his special out. Really not that big of a deal. So just pausing, then I can wait to infuriate him to bait out that special attack. How do I even die here? Like, this seems to be fairly in the bag. But I do die here, so. Oh, yeah, there you go. Take that special one, 30k non-crit, and yeah. Now I have to go in with Kitty. But, barring a tremendous mess up, because also, by the way, Tiger is very, very good for Mr. Negative. Barring a tremendous mess up, I should be done with zone 26, and, I think I used one revive in the last, like, 5, 6, 7, 8 zones. So I got some solid rooms that weren't necessarily all that crazy, and I was actually playing very well, so it was actually a lot of fun. Definitely going to do it again. This is my first time ever doing it, actually. Definitely, absolutely going to do it again. This might have to become a monthly tradition, but I figured there's not a lot of Incursions content out there, probably because it's kind of boring, so I tried to show some of the more fun stuff, if you will. So here I do a little stand-up hit. Striker, he's still not dead. I figure screw it, and yeah, that's zone 26 down as well. I do revive Hercules here and just check out the next sector. Ended up not going with it because even though the room wasn't necessarily all that hard, I had kind of had a lot of my hacks fall off because I was like healing and reviving and doing whatever. But yeah, so pretty cool. Not anything very, very difficult. That Rintra, is that the Rintra? Yeah, and then the Kingpin, they're both kind of doable. And then, you know, kind of an annoying boss, but not that bad. But yeah, that is Incursions, and that's my Incursions run. Let me know if you liked it.